Well, let's do it again. A second time. We'll do it again. How are you? And you too. Oh, thank you. Well, thank you very much indeed. What a quick week. It flashed by, didn't it? It's lovely to be here, though. Welcome once again to another fun-packed edition of your favourite 3, 2, 1. Everybody's here, of course, and folks can win anything here. You can get quids in the quiz, you can find value out of verses, our residents are here, our surprise guests, and, of course, they're the goodies. Let me tell you about the baddies. Well, there's only one, really. That's our little booby prize called Dusty Bin. To get rid of him, you've got to be a metal detector. Here he is, looked after by his fabulous, curvy mate, Karen Palmer. Karen, come in. How are you? He's done it again.
Yes, President.
There, Dusty is showing off his fabulous wardrobe.
That's
What's
right.
he supposed to be?
Well, this is a little number from his spring collection, because that's the theme of our show this week, and he's dressed as a lovesick
Swain.
swain.
He's a lovesick swain. Well, who wouldn't join him? I would certainly on that. I'll tell you what, though, in part two, that's just what we're going to be doing. Presenting for you spring, the most awaited of all seasons, but waiting right now on the sidelines, the most important people here, our contestants. Say hello right now.
Mike and Angela Worden. And from Swansea, here are John and Elaine Roberts. From Chesterfield, please welcome David and Sue Hanson.
It's in. Right. OK, ladies and gentlemen, you know we start with our quiz. We have 3 couples. At the end of that, we're going to have 2 couples that will play our elimination game. Then 1 couple, hopefully, we really do believe is going to take home something great tonight. We have the bin on the show. That's the only problem. They get a booby or a great prize. Let's find out who we have first of all. Sue and David we have from... Sue and David Hanson from Chesterfield.
That's right.
Not too far away here. Now, what do you do for a living then, David?
I work for an insurance broker.
Now, how long have you been doing that then, David?
Nearly 15 years.
As long as that?
Yes.
And so I
from
suppose
school.
you've got the gift of the gab like all the insurance men by now,
Well, I
haven't you?
wouldn't say that.
Well, you can sell it to anybody. Do you know I've got the only house on the street that collects if it's struck by an iceberg? And what do you do then, Sue? Do you work at all?
Yes, I'm a midwife.
A midwife? Oh. Oh. They're applauding as though there's a bit of trade in the audience.
Yes, I hope not.
Oh, she's a midwife, and an air of expectancy fell over the place, and there was a pregnant pause. What about your hobbies? What do you do, Sue? Do you have any hobbies?
I'm quite interested in ancient Egypt and things like that.
Ancient Egypt, which they call Egyptology, is that right?
Yes, that's right, the ancient civilizations.
Oh, yes, lovely. You're really into that? You really think that's...
Yes, I like, I'm interested in the pyramids and the treasures.
So a midwife and Egyptology, in both cases the result could be a mummy, couldn't
Mummies,
it?
yeah.
I tell you what, let's have your questions, and with your questions we've got Libby Roberts. Libby is here. Libby. Now, Libby, you know, of course, that the spring is the theme of our show this week. What sort of spring mean to you? Anything?
Well, spring, it makes me think of brides.
Right. And what's your idea of a spring bride?
Ooh, Florence marrying Zebedee.
That's fair enough. Would you like to select your questions, please? There we are. Thank you, Libby. OK, you know what happens, I'm sure, now, David and Sue here, don't you? Yeah. Play for £10 each correct answer. If you make a mistake or run out of time, we'll have to stop you there. And we do have to accept the first answer. We do let you have one to start with. This question is for you now. The question is about names given to the shelter of certain domestic animals. We will give you the name of an animal, and we want you to give us the name for its shelter. Do you understand that?
Yes.
The shelter for the animal. Now, we'll start you with birds, which are kept in an aviary. So its birds are kept in a...
Aviary.
Right. A horse is kept in a...
Stable.
Pigs are kept in a...
Sty.
Rabbits are kept in a...
Hutch.
Dogs are kept in a...
Kennel.
Doves are kept in a...
Don't know.
Bees are kept in a...
Apiary.
Chickens are kept in a...
Don't know.
Cows are kept in a...
Fire.
And fish are kept in a...
Aquarium.
Right, OK. There was just 2 you didn't know there. Chickens are kept in a coop or a broiler house, and doves are kept in a dove cote or dove cot. So at the end of that, I make that 8 right, so you should have £80 you have. £80. Well done. Smashing. That's good. Nice. Very nice start. A very good start. And here we got Angela and Mike Worden. Is that right, Mike?
That's right.
Worden from Plymouth in Devon, a lovely county, of course. And what do you do for a living, Mike?
I'm a police officer.
Police officer?
Yeah.
They do a terrific job, you know. I love all that. That's nice. I've got to be careful. You see, whenever we get a policeman on the show, the last time we had a policeman on the show, he said to me, I must warn you, Mr. Rogers, that anything you say will be taken down and used in the police concert. Now, Angela, you're not a lady in blue, are you?
I'm not, no.
Yeah, no, I see. Do you work at all?
Yes, I do. I work part-time at a psychiatric sort of day hospital.
Really? Do you have hobbies at all?
Yes, I like doing needlework and I love cooking.
Oh, lovely.
And knitting occasionally.
Good. And Plymouth and Dover, lovely. I know Torquay, I know very well, and Babbacombe. I think it's a beautiful area. You're very lucky people to live down there. You know that, don't you? OK, let's have your questions. We've got Alison Temple-Savage with your questions. Right. OK, Alison. Same kind of thing as I said to Libby. What does spring mean to you?
To me, Edward, spring is when some of the boys get restless. Some of the rest get boisterous.
That's very true, they do. Would you like to select your questions, please? Thank you, Mike. All right, here we go then. Same procedure, £10 each correct answer. Good luck to you. This question is about well-known phrases which involve a comparison with an animal. We will start the phrase and we want you to match it with the appropriate creature. Now, we'll start you with as slow as a snail, all right? So it's as slow as a...
Snail.
As happy as a...
Skylark.
As vain as a...
Don't know.
As spineless as a...
Don't know.
As blind as a...
Bat.
As sly as a...
Fox.
As gentle as a...
Lamb.
As cold as a...
Don't know.
As mad as a...
Hatter.
As poor as a...
Church mouse.
Right, OK, yes. As cold as a frog. We had the you didn't know. As spineless as a jellyfish. As vain as a peacock. And you did say as mad as a March hare. Well, mad as a mad hatter. Mad hatter, of course, well, there's a human being. It's a creature. So we're going to allow that for you. So what do we have? 7 at the end of that. Yes, you've got £70. Well done. Smashing. That's nice. Elaine and John are from Swansea in South Wales. And I believe, John, you originally come from North Wales, is that right?
Yes.
And I can say where you come from. It's Penrhyn Dydrith.
That's it.
Near enough for jazz, yes.
Indeed.
I do know the area well. I played quite a bit in that area. Portmaddock and Cricket and all that. Lovely part of the world. Where are you down? In Swansea itself now?
Yeah, in Swansea itself.
Oh, I see. And what do you do for a living?
I work for the Spastic Society.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's, of course, that's a very commendable job right now because this is the International Year of the Disabled Person.
Yes.
So I suppose you're very, very busy this year, aren't you?
Very busy.
Yes, we're all doing our bit. Lovely. Have you always done that, or have you done any other?
I used to handle the estates of people who had died. You know, but it was a dead-end job, so I moved on.
Now then, Elaine, what about you? Do you work at all?
I do. I'm a cashier typist for
I
the
see.
Society.
And where did you first meet John?
In Littlewood Store.
In Littlewood Store?
Yes.
Really? I did my courting in Big Woods, but you found me in there, right? And it says here also it was a bit of a whirlwind courtship, is that right?
That's right, yes.
Yes? How quick was it?
10 dates.
10 dates? Oh, I got married after 10 grapes. It was an orgy. And you do have a family. What about your hobbies? What do you do?
I like reading and knitting.
Yes?
Mainly.
Oh,
Yes,
good. Well,
and I
good
work,
luck to you.
Voluntarily for the Spastic Society.
You do. So you're both obviously involved in the same work. Marvellous. Good to have you with us. Let's have your question. Here's Fiona Curzon with your question. Fiona? How are you?
Well, Ted, I've been getting terribly depressed today about my spring cleaning because I live in such a crummy little place.
Well, what's wrong with your place?
Well, you've heard about no room to swing a cat. Well, what about a place that's so small that a cat can't swing a mouse?
Well, yeah. If we'd have got it out, it would have gone well, but don't worry. Who cares, Fiona? Well done. OK, John and Elaine, here's your question. Now, this question is about words that describe noises made by animals. We will give you the name of an animal, and we want you to give us the word usually used for its noise. Now, a lamb bleats. So that's the one we'll start you with. A lamb...
Bleats.
A horse...
Neighs.
A frog...
Croaks.
A snake...
Hisses.
A donkey...
Brays.
Brays. A pig...
Grunts.
A duck...
Quacks.
A monkey...
Don't know.
A hen...
Don't know.
A cockerel.
Crows.
Right, OK, the hen clucks. A monkey chatters or gibbers. And that's yes, that's all. But not bad at the end of that. 8, I think that is. You've got £80. Well done. That's good. At the end of the first round, we've got Angela and Mike here in the centre on £70, but joint leaders at the moment, we've got Sue and David, and we've got John and Elaine, both on £80. Very easy. Very, very close at the moment. Here's Libby with your second round questions.
You choose me.
You choose them, David, she says. OK, this time you're going for £80 each correct answer. And this question is about famous brothers and sisters. We will give you the name of a celebrity, and we want you to give us the name of that person's well-known brother or sister. OK? We'll start you with Donny Osmond, who has Murray Osmond. So it's Donny Osmond and...
Marie Osmond.
Right. Peter Fonda.
Jane Fonda.
Juliet Mills.
Pass.
Barry Gibb.
Don't know.
James Fox.
Pass.
Karen Detrice.
Don't know.
Peter Sarstead.
Sorry, no.
Jackie Charlton.
Bobby Charlton.
Lynn Redgrave.
Vanessa Redgrave.
Shirley MacLaine.
Don't know.
Ah, well, Shirley MacLaine was Warren Beatty. That's her brother. Do you know? Yes, you know, of course. Peter Sarstead, his brother is Robin Stark. Now you know. Or Eden Kane. Do you remember that far back? Eden Kane is his other brother. Karen Detrice's sister is Michelle Detrice. James Fox's brother is Edward Fox. Barry Gibb has a few brothers. Morris, Robin. There you are. Yes, and there's also Juliet Mills, Hayley Mills. But what have we got there? We got 4 right, I think. So at the end of that, you've got £320. That's not bad. That's very good. Very good. Right. There's Alison with the questions for Mike and Angela. Thank you very much, Mike. OK. This time you're going for £70 for each correct answer. And this question is about hit records made by groups of brothers, sisters, or brothers and sisters. We will give you the name of the song, and we want you to give us the name of the group. All right? So we'll start you with Sisters, which was recorded by the Beverly Sisters. So it's Sisters and...
The Beverly Sisters.
Right, Crazy Horses. Who recorded Crazy Horses?
Osmonds.
Close to You.
Don't know.
Staying Alive.
Don't know.
Don't Make Waves.
Don't know.
Bye Bye Love.
Everly Brothers.
Ramona.
Don't know.
The Sun Ain't Gonna Shine Anymore.
Righteous Brothers.
No, wrong, I'm afraid. Not far out. It was the Walker Brothers, Mike. There's a shame that. Bachelors recorded Ramona. Don't Make Waves was the Nolan Sisters, of course, a big hit for them. The Bee Gees recorded Staying Alive. Close to You was recorded by the Carpenters. So at the end of that, I got, what, 3, I think. Yes, we got £210. 210. Smashing. Right. Thank you, Fiona. There's the questions for John and Elaine, and you're playing for £80 for each correct answer. This question is about well-known married couples. We will give you one of the partners, and we want you to give us the name of the other, OK? Now, we'll start you with Mark Phillips, who's married to Princess Anne. So Mark Phillips is married to...
Princess Anne.
Carlo Ponti is married to...
Sophia Loren.
Lynn Frederick and... Johnny Dankworth and...
Keir Lane.
Natalie Wood and... Cliff Mitchellmore and...
Don't know.
John Alderton and...
Pauline Collins.
Joanne Woodward and...
Don't know.
Brian Forbes and...
Don't know.
And Prince Rainier and...
Princess Grace.
Right, OK. Brian Forbes is married to Nanette Newman. Joanne Woodward is Paul Newman. And Cliff Mitchellmore is married to Jean Metcalf. Now you know, it's always good afterwards. Natalie Wood's married to Robert Wagner. And Lynn Frederick recently married David Frost. So at the end of that, what have we got? 5, I think, yes? £400 you have. Well done. Massive. So, it was a very, very close week. We've got Angela and Mike here on £210. Couple number 1, Sue and David, £320. But the winners of the quiz this week, John and Elaine here, £400. Massive. Lovely. Oh, jeez. Oh, Angela and Mike, it's always a shame to have to say goodbye to one of our couples. They're always such nice people that come on our show. And when you've come from such a long way as you have, down there in Plymouth in Devon. And anyway, here's your money. What is it, Karen? 210. 210.
Right,
Yes,
yes,
it is, all in
yeah.
fivers.
Thanks very much.
And of course, there is your ceramic dusty bin.
Thank you very much.
It's been great having you with us. Give our love to everybody down there in Devon, Mike. Thanks for coming. Take care, Angela.
Thanks. Thank you, sir.
Give them a round of applause, folks, won't you? Smashing. Well done. Right. We're going away just for a couple of minutes. We've got to sell 1 or 2 things. See you on 3, 2, 1 in a minute. Don't go far now. Okay, welcome to part 2, ladies and gentlemen, where we're about to play the 3-2-1 video elimination game. We've got David and Sue from Chesterfield, and we've got John and Elaine from Swansea in South Wales. Now, I'm sure you know what happens by now. Who's playing here first? John is going to play first. The gentleman. How about you, David, or Sue? Yes, Sue's pushed it straight away to David. Okay, you know we've got the red light here in the centre. When that starts to flash, we're on the last few seconds of the game. So, very good luck to you. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Away we go. Come on, John. Come on, Sue. Go on, David. Go on, Elaine. Okay, the light is now flashing. We're on the last few seconds of the game. Okay, would you like to hold it just there? We're out of time. Thank you, John. Thanks, Sue. Oh. Yes. It's not an easy game at the best of times to play that. We've got John and Elaine here have scored 32, a pretty good score. David and Sue have only got 37. Not much in it. Well done. 37. Yes. Yes. You're through. Oh. The look on David's face, he says, have we got it? We're through. I couldn't believe it. Yes, you are through. You've got a chance to take home a great prize tonight. We do have to say goodbye to John and Elaine. What was the money in the quiz, Karen?
£400.
400. Not a bad night's work. 400. There's your dusty bin, of course. You'll have a photo frame with a photograph taken of you during the show. And, of course, there is your video game to take home and have a few happy hours with that, I'm sure. Thanks, John. Take care. Love to everybody down in Wales. Love to everybody in Swansea. Well, David and Sue, there you go. You're going through with a chance to take home a great prize. You know what happens? We have 5 items to show you, 5 prizes, 4 terrific ones and the booby. At the end of each of our item, a character will come to Ted's table, leave you a clue object, read you a rhyme. 3 on the table, I'll ask you to reject 1. When you've rejected 4, the 1 that remains will tell you just what's going home with you tonight. So, let's get on with the theme of our show, which I told you was spring. Yes, it's spring again, the time of year when the country comes alive. But these days, you don't have to go far to hear Mother Nature. You can just drop in at a sound studio.
Good evening. Welcome to Genial Jim's Funny Farm. Well, spring is here at last. Not that, you buffoon.
Oh, you Clive.
Well, let's have a look around my farm, shall we? And we'll start by listening to some of the sounds of Mother Nature as she performs her miracles in the fields and hedgerows.
Oh,
Jim! You naughty boy!
Who's this trotting up the lane?
Huh?
Trotting up the lane.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's Farmer Giles Shirehorse Dobbin. Good morning, Dobbin.
Good morning. Oh, sorry.
Well, bless my soul, he's carrying a duck in his mouth. Well, there's the sound we've been waiting for.
All right then, Jim.
Get that off. The sound we've been waiting for, the cuckoo.
Cuckoo!
Let's have a look in the pigsty, shall we, see if the pigs are there. Oh, bless my soul, is Rover trying to wake them up? Get out of it. Oh, there's the familiar song of the blackbird.
Blackbird!
Never mind. Oh, look, isn't that a red-breasted flycatcher?
No!
I think it is. And oh, look on top of that tree. It's either a chiff-chaff or a willow warbler. Let's listen to its song, shall we? Find out which it is. Audrey, come and look at this.
Oh, Audrey, come and look at it. Oh, the little chiff-chaff has had his chips.
That's it. You've gone too far. 2 can play at your game, you know. You've gone too far this time.
Hello. Sue and David, Chris and Mike, the Morris and Cowley of Headingley. Listen, now listen, fellas, what are you going to leave these two folks as a clue?
Now, this is the clue. It's a little garden pot.
A pot?
Little pot.
Little flower pot
Little
there.
flower pot.
That's the clue for you. And you got a rhyme for them, have you?
Yes, Chris has a rhyme.
Oh, God, just a minute. Oh, hello, world. Now, get this. Mike brought the country into town. The effects were all but clear. You might hear a sound like Chinese grass if you threw a stone in here.
What do you say, Sue? Any idea?
Chinese grass.
Chinese grass.
Yeah.
Stone's throw. It could be sound, something to do with sound equipment. There's a lot of reference to effects, isn't there? But,
well,
I think it's something to do with the Chinese grass.
Well, whatever that is, that's good. Keep thinking about that. We'll have another item in a moment, but let's thank Chris Emmett and Mike Newman. Chris?
Thank you,
Cheers,
Ted.
mate. Thank you.
Take care,
Michael.
Good luck.
See you at the restaurant. So, there you go. You're thinking about it, which is rather nice. Yeah. OK, I'll tell you what, just keep that at the back of your mind. We'll have our next item right now. Next, we're going to have a rousing musical tribute to spring, as our own musical director, Laurie Holloway, puts his band through its paces with an assortment of marvellous Beatles songs. So please, take it away, Laurie Holloway. Laurie Holloway. There you go, David and Sue. You've heard of the Duchess of Duke Street. This is Laurie Holloway, the Colonel of Quality Street. Lovely. Great, Laurie. Love that music. The Beatles stuff is always great to hear. Anyway, what are you going to leave these folks as the clue?
A piece of music.
Right, the music is the clue, and you got a rhyme?
I do. The posts may be first or second class. Just put them to the test. If you decide to reject this prize, you'll never get the rest.
Well, Sue? What about that?
I think it's something to do with like a music centre. Or
Yes? Well, there's a buzz in the audience. They're all chatting to each other back there. Tell you what we'll do.
Yes.
Put it on the table, will we? And thank Laurie Holloway. Cheers, Laurie. Thanks so much. Laurie Holloway, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, Laurie. Well, any idea? What do you think that might be?
If you reject sort of a stereo deck or anything like that, you don't get the rest of the record, do you? He said you wouldn't get the rest.
That's what he said, did he? Yeah.
So it has to do with music.
I see. What do you think this could have been? Mike and Chris brought them.
We think that the important bit of the clue was about the Chinese grass.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
If you say the R sound in Chinese, you get an L sound, like rubbish, you say lubbish.
Oh, I see.
So we think grass became glass, and we thought being spring and the clue was a plant pot, it might be a greenhouse.
They're not bad, are they, these two? That's fair. Well, at least you're thinking very, very well. I'll tell you what you're going to have to do. We're going to have one more item, then we'll have the next one on the table, and you've got to think about rejecting the first one tonight, OK? Our next spring guest is making one of his rare solo appearances. Now, you've seen him many times with the Black Abbots and the new Black Abbots, but tonight the boys have allowed him to do his own thing once again. Please greet Clive Jones.
Lately I have had the strangest feeling, with no vivid reason there to find. Yet the thought of losing you keeps hanging on my mind. Far more frequently you're wearing perfume, with you say a special place to go. But when I ask will you be coming back soon, you don't know, never know. Well, I'm a man of many wishes, hope my premonition misses, but what I really feel, my eyes won't let me hide. 'Cause they always start to cry. 'Cause this time could mean Lately I've been staring in the mirror, very slowly picking me apart, trying to tell myself I have no reason, with your heart, with your heart. 'Cause I'm a man of many wishes, I hope my premonition misses, but what I really feel, my eyes won't let me hide. 'Cause they always start to cry. 'Cause this time could mean goodbye, goodbye. Oh, I'm a man of many wishes, I hope my premonition misses, but what I really feel, my eyes won't let me hide. 'Cause they always start to cry. 'Cause this time could mean
Clive, Hey, mate.
All right, mate.
Great, terrific, absolutely great. What can I say? Really knockout that. And how are all the guys? Are they all right?
Great. The rest of the lads, fantastic.
Yeah.
I must get the plug in. We're going to Scarborough for the summer season, so anybody...
Okay, where are you playing at Scarborough?
At the Opera House.
I'm coming and do a couple of concerts. I'll see you
Are
up
you?
there. Look forward to that.
Fantastic.
What are you going to leave these folks as the clue then?
Well,
Clive?
this is foliage, isn't it?
That's it. Foliage
right.
is the clue.
Foliage.
Uh-huh.
And the...
Foliage,
versus
foliage. And what about the rhyme?
foliage? Love's a crazy game, so's this. But all's fair if you get it. And if you don't, there's not a chance you'll never not regret it.
So, Sue, you've been thinking about the other two. Any idea what...
Crazy game.
Uh-huh.
Besides love.
Oh, so that's that cricket? Yeah, at the moment, yeah, that's a bit crazy. Tell you what, let's think about it and thank Clive. Hey, Clive Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, Clive. Love to the guys. Take care. Good luck. Good luck. Have a good season. Smashing. Right. Loves a crazy game. Crazy golf.
Crazy golf.
Well...
Foil.
Well, that was what Clive just brought in. I can read the music, which was brought in by Laurie Holloway again for you, or the flower pot, which we got from Mike Newman and Chris Emmett.
Can we have the music again?
You'd like to hear the music? Yes? OK, Laurie said, the posts may be first or second class. Just put them to the test. If you decide to reject this prize, you'll never get the rest.
We're thinking of something that's got rests on, and we came up with, or a rest. So we were thinking of it could be a holiday, because a rest is a holiday, isn't it? And if you reject it, you wouldn't get your rest. You stay at home
Well, I
and
suppose
work.
that would scare you.
Yes. Go to a bed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you're married. That's your own affair. So what do you think?
I think the one we're going to reject, because I'm certain that's to do with gardening, and my favourite hobby is watching somebody else garden.
So which one? You're going to reject that one?
That one.
Yes?
Yes.
Because you think it's something to do with gardening, eh? Yes, hold his hand tightly. Mike brought the country into town. The effects were all but clear. You might hear a sound like Chinese grass if you throw a stone in here. Right, so let's open it up and see what it is you've rejected then, Sue. What does it say here? It said, Mike brought the country into town. The effects were all but clear. Well, how can you bring the country into town? Could it be country produce? You might hear the sound like Chinese grass, which is what you latched onto, Sue, if you threw a stone in here. Well, what on earth could a Chinese grass be? Well, I think you were right. You really were when you said Chinese. What would a Chinese say if he said grass? He would say glass. Grass and glass. Where might you hear the sound of glass if you threw a stone? Well, we weren't going to let you live in a glass house, but you were absolutely right, David, yes? You could have brought some of the country into town with this magnificent greenhouse. Take a look. Yeah. Look at this. Okay, just go over there, Sue. Stand over there. There you go. Now, David, what about this? You didn't like gardening much, did you? Let me just tell you what we've got here. Which you've rejected a 10-foot by 8 greenhouse in white acrylic finish, including base and automatic ventilation system. Also, here we have seed trays, a watering can, pots of all sizes, a heater, an electric propagator, a bench watering system, a garden sprayer, and to start you off, if you were keen in with gardening, and you're not, there's about 400 pounds worth of plants. What about that? A terrific prize. I think... And anyway, we're going away for a couple of more minutes. We'll see you after the break. 3, 2, 1. Don't go far. Welcome to part 3, ladies and gentlemen, where David and Sue from Peterborough have just rejected a marvellous greenhouse, although he was quite happy about that. He did tell me in the break that he's only just demolished his old greenhouse, so he's pleased he's got rid of that. We've got the bin to think about yet. But we're going on with our next item. You know, spring is a time for wildlife, and as winter departs, flowers start to bloom, trees start to bud, and birds start to sing. Well, we've got more for you than just bird song. We've got bird talk, supplied by Keith Harris and Orville.
Lovely. Oh, it's a beautiful day, isn't it, Orville? Pardon? I said it's a beautiful day, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Yes. So, listen, why are you hiding your face?
What?
I said, why are you hiding your face?
'Cause the sun shines in my eyes.
No, you won't shine in your eyes, so come on, turn round. There you are, you see? There. You know what I love about spring?
No.
Well, everything's so green, fresh, and beautiful.
I'm green.
I know you're green.
I'm not beautiful, though.
Eh?
I'm ugly.
You're not ugly.
I am.
You're not. I mean, all the trees are green, and, well, they're not ugly, are they?
No.
And neither are you.
I like trees.
You like trees?
Yeah.
Well, just think, in the autumn time, all those lovely green trees, they go red.
I'd go red if I was only wearing leaves and they all fell off.
I suppose you would. Hey, listen to the little birds all talking to their mates.
They're what?
Their mates. Because all little birds in springtime have mates.
I haven't got a mate.
Haven't you?
I haven't.
Oh. Well, listen, you've got plenty of time to find a mate.
Oh, that's good, because my friend Charlie's got a mate.
Has he? Is he a bird?
No, he's a plumber.
Because, you know, I actually imitate birds.
You don't?
I do.
Do you?
Yeah, you listen to this. I'll imitate birds.
You mean you lay eggs?
No, I don't lay eggs. Listen.
Eat worms?
No, I don't eat worms. Watch this. Watch. Right. There you are, you see? They even know what I am. I'm not cuckoo.
I didn't say you were.
You did.
I didn't.
You did.
I didn't. I didn't.
You know what I consider all day bird watching?
I know, because I've seen you watching the birds across the road.
Yeah, that's true. What birds were those?
Is the yellow-headed babysitter?
Yes.
And the mini-skirted dolly bird?
Yeah. Actually, they do have funny names, don't they?
And some funny habits.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I know a bird that flies backwards.
Does he? Why does he fly backwards?
Well, he doesn't care where he's going. He just likes to see where he's been.
Does it?
Yeah.
And what's he called?
The muddle-headed silly twit.
Is it? You're clever.
I know. Where's me prize?
Look, I haven't got a prize for you today, but perhaps you and I can help the contestants win a marvellous 3-2-1 prize. Do you know what we have to do?
I haven't got a clue.
No, but I've got the clue, so let's go over and see Ted at the table.
All right, then.
There they are. How are you, Keith?
Ted.
Hello, Uncle Ted.
Hello, lovely little Orville. He's a
Where's my
carrot.
prize?
Where's his prize? He's always on
I
about
never
his...
get a prize when I come here.
Did we give you a prize last time you were here?
No.
Oh, we'll
I
get,
never get a prize.
I think we might have a prize here for you, son. Yeah, here's a prize for you.
Oh,
Yeah, here's a prize. There you are.
Is this from this time or from last time?
It's for this time. It's for you, being a duck, it's orange sauce.
Oh.
No, I didn't mean that. He's too lovely. What are you going to leave me, Keith?
Well,
what's going to be the clue?
Well, we have a duck call here.
A duck call?
Hello, duck call.
There you are.
Is it really?
Oh, pardon.
Now, what about the rhyme? What's it
All
say?
right, I'll read the rhyme.
Because I can't read the note.
Can't read?
Can't you?
I can't.
Oh, you can.
Only pictures.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
No.
Right. Last time Orville didn't say goodbye, it was au revoir. Now he's back. We can't let you take this away, but quite the reverse, in fact.
Yes.
Hey, Sue, what do you say?
I think that's the bin, because that's the one thing you can't take away.
Oh, I tell you what, let's put that there and think about it and thank little Orville and Keith Harris. Thank you,
you.
Orville. Bye-bye. Cheers, Keith. Good luck. Bye-bye. So, well, you have your thoughts on what you think that could be. We still have the foliage here, the foliage. which was brought in by Clive Jones, and we've got the music brought in, of course, by Laurie. Which one would you like to hear out of these two?
That one, please.
You'd like to hear what Clive Jones brought in? OK, Clive brought the foliage in and said, "Love's a crazy game, so's this, but all's fair if you get it. And if you don't, there's not a chance, you'll never not regret it." So which one's going right now?
That one.
The duck one.
OK, the duck call just brought in by Keith. Keith and Orville. He said, "Last time Orville didn't say goodbye, it was au revoir, now he's back. We can't let you take this away, but quite the reverse, in fact." So, let's open it and see exactly what it is you've rejected this time. Last time, oh, listen to the audience buzzing away now. They've heard it for a second time. Last time Orville didn't say goodbye, it was au revoir, now he's back. Well, perhaps your prize is to come back here next week. We can't let you take this away, so could this be Dusty Bin? Well, we never let him go away, but quite the reverse in fact. So instead of letting you take this away, this was going to let us take you away for 2 weeks in Paris, France. Yeah. Just take a look at this. Here we are, Sue. Look at this here. Yes, now there you are. I don't need... Yes, there's the Champs-Élysées, of course. We're going to take you there. You'd have been taking it easy on the pavement, or the cafes and the bistros, or else you could stand and watch the artists at work outside Montmartre. Beautiful place. Then, of course, you'd have gone on a trip up the famous River Seine. What a holiday. What holiday in France would be complete without a trip, of course, to the famous Eiffel Tower? Well, you'd have had plenty of opportunities to have seen Paris by night and visit the night spots for which Paris is so renowned, such as Pigalle, of course. Of course, a marvellous place, isn't it? So much has been written about the Moulin Rouge. Have you ever been to Paris?
No.
Oh, dear. Are you a little upset about that prize going?
Oh, desperately.
Oh, dear. There you are. 2 fabulous weeks. It has been rejected, and it's got to go. I think you'll agree. Great prize, huh? Lovely. What a shame. Oh. So, OK, getting a little tight. We've got 2 left on the table. We just have 1 more to go, and you know what we've got to think about, trying to get rid of that bin, OK? Let's have our last item. You know, another thing that spring does is to awaken the romantic interest, and they say that in spring, a young man's fancy turns to love. But unfortunately, while trying to guide himself towards a miss, he could get misguided.
Are you incurably romantic, pretty 25-year-old, warm, fun-loving, loyal, but not possessive, into origami and classical music, bracket, plays cello, close bracket?
No.
Are you incurably romantic, pretty 25-year-old, warm, fun-loving, loyal, but not possessive, into origami and classical music, bracket, plays cello, close bracket?
No!
Are you unconventionally attractive, English would-be millionaire, hair dark, eyes blue, height negotiable, age approximate, intelligent, humorous, interested in velocipedes and flower arranging?
Yes. You must be incurably romantic, pretty 25-year-old, warm, fun-loving, loyal, but not possessive, into origami and classical music, bracket, plays cello, close bracket.
No.
Are you?
No, I'm not.
So Kenneth Connett, into origami.
Yeah,
No.
certainly.
So how are you, Ken? Nice to see you again.
Oh, yes, well, I'm all ready for St. Paul's.
OK, Ken, what are you going to leave as the clue?
Well, now, I'd like to leave that
That.
as a clue.
Oh.
There you
OK,
are.
no, the stick, huh?
That's nice, isn't it?
OK, and what does your rhyme say?
The poem here was, it was no, no, no from the girls on the seat, And what broke our Ken was the man being sweet.
So, what do you say to that one, sir?
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear is what she says to that. Tell you what, will you please thank Kenneth Connor. Kenny, thank you very much.
Thank you very
Great
much.
to see you again.
Good luck. Keep taking the tablet.
I will. So, there we are. Kenneth just left you the stick there. We've got the music still, of course, that Laurie brought in, or the foliage, which was brought in by Clive Jones. So which one of these two would you like to hear? Music or the foliage?
You choose.
Oh, no, you choose.
Well, you only got to hear one of them, before you decide to reject.
That one.
That one.
You'd like to hear the music? Okay, Laurie said, the posts may be first or second class. Just put them to the test. If you decide to reject this prize, you'll never get the rest. That's what Laurie said. So what one's going? Is it going to be this one?
No, the foliage.
Yes? Okay, the foliage you're rejecting, brought in by Clive Jones. Clive said, love's a crazy game, so's this, but all's fair if you get it, and if you don't, there's not a chance, you'll never not regret it. Now, what did you say about that earlier on?
It was a double negative.
A double
It meant
negative.
the opposite of what it was saying.
Right, okay, so love's a crazy game, so's this, all's fair if you get it. Well, do you think that love is nothing? It is nothing in tennis anyway. If you don't, there's not a chance, you'll never not regret it. Well, you've got to sort out, as you say, rightly, these double negatives to work this one out. If you don't get this, then there's no chance you'll never not regret it. So there's no chance you'll regret not getting it. And there's only one prize on this show that you couldn't regret not getting. Dusty Bin, you've done it! Get over here. Okay, we have the final two. I can read them both again. This one, the music brought in by Laurie. Again, he said, the post may be first or second class. Just put them to the test. If you decide to reject this prize, you'll never get the rest. That's what Laurie said. All right, the stick brought in by Kenny Connor. Kenny said it was no for the girls on the seat, and what broke our Ken was the man being sweet.
What broke our Ken? Break it up. K-E-N.
So what one's going to go out the two? Is it going to be the music or the stick?
Well, we've got a music centre.
You've got a music centre, and that's what
I thought it was all along.
I see. So you want to keep that one, do you?
We can have another.
Well,
take that and that one. Eh? Reject that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're rejecting what? The music?
The music.
Yes? How do you feel about that, audience? Yeah, well, they don't. They're like you. The bin's gone. They're so happy. So is it going to be rejected, the music? Right, the music's being rejected from Laurie. He said, the post may be first or second class, but what about a year's supply of postage stamps? We were thinking about that. No, the way the postal charges are going, no, we couldn't afford them. Just put them to the test. Well, that rules out postage stamps. You'd need 2 weeks at least to test them. So if you decide to reject this prize, you'll never get the rest. Now, if you reject this one, you're bound to get one of the rest. So what can that mean? What about the sheet music? Well, if you didn't reject this, you'd have had plenty of rest on this magnificent bed. Take a look. You were right. Yes, you were. And look at it. Yes. Yeah. Go over there, David. Over there, Sue. Oh. Oh, say the audience as though they'd just love to climb in here. It's beautiful, eh, Libby? It's not bad. There, it's a canopy bed. It's beautiful there. It's brass, as you can see. It's really solid. A fabulous bed. How's yours? Could you have done with a new bed at home?
We could always put it in somewhere.
I've fitted it in somewhere. I think you'll agree it's a really fabulous prize. And it costs a heck of a lot of money, I can tell you that. But it's been rejected, so we're going to go back and find out what prize you're going to take home with you that's lying just there on that table. Yeah. Thank you, Libby. Fellas, it's got to go. Let's go back to the table. Right, Sue and David? There you are. The magnificent bed's been rejected, and this is the prize that you're going to take back with you tonight. And you've got an idea what you think this might be?
Yes.
What do you think?
We thought, was he being sweet? We thought of a suite of furniture. We thought with the K, and it may be cane furniture.
I see. Well, let's see exactly what it is you've got. Ken Connor said it was no from the girls on the seat, and what broke our Ken was the man being sweet. So, this is what's going back with you. It was no from the girls on the seat. Well, did the 3 no's make you think of rejecting the prize? Or did, I love the way you hold hands like that. Or did the seat make you think of furniture? And what broke our Ken? So did Ken go to pieces? Was the man being sweet? Well, what about him? We had 3 no's, pieces and sweet. And you have won, absolutely right, this magnificent three-piece suite. Take a look. Look at this. Go on there, go and sit down. Lovely.
Beautiful. Oh, fantastic.
Listen to that. Isn't it beautiful, they're saying? Isn't it fantastic? I think you'll agree it is, isn't it, Sue? Yes, the table's yours as well, you know.
Oh.
And just for you, David, we were so upset that you lost that magnificent greenhouse. Here's a couple of plants. But there is another piece. In fact, it is a three-piece suite. I think you'll agree it's a really marvellous prize, isn't it?
Beautiful.
That when you have an argument at home, like you will do over tonight, a few months hence maybe, one of you can sleep on the couch, I'm sure. A terrific prize, ladies and gentlemen. I think you'll agree about that. We're going to go away for one more week. We're going to look forward to seeing you next week. Do have a great time. Until then, thank you very much for being lovely people. Till we see you. Good night, everybody. Fabulous week. Good night.
Thank you.